I'm officially 3 weeks into 75 Hard, a mental toughness program. In all honesty, I did have to start over. That is the main reason I was hesitant to do 75 Hard. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Julia and today we are doing the first 75 Hard update. So it is currently 4:33 p.m. on September 28th. It is a Tuesday and I am officially 3 weeks into 75 Hard. In all honesty, I did have to start over 1 week into this because I didn't know that the workouts had to be at least 3 hours apart. For my first whole week, I was maybe separating my workouts by like an hour, 2 hours at the most. Sometimes I would go right from one workout into the next. I didn't know they had to be at least 3 hours apart until I was listening to one of Andy Frisella's podcasts 1 week later. So I technically didn't like mess up my diet or anything like that, but I did fail to separate those workouts by at least 3 hours. So I basically restarted that Tuesday right after Labor Day. So today is actually the start of my 4th week of 75 Hard. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to update you guys, chat about it a bit, and kind of talk about my experiences so far. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Quick little refresher on what 75 Hard actually is. It is a 75-day mental toughness program that consists of 6 daily tasks. 1 is to drink a gallon of water every single day. 2, stick to a diet of choice. 3, no alcohol or cheat meals. 4, 2 separate workouts a day. Both have to be at least 45 minutes long and they have to be at least 3 hours apart, and 1 has to be outdoors. 5 is to read 10 pages of a non-fiction book, something that you will learn from. And 6 is to take a progress photo every single day. Like I mentioned to you guys, I did have to start over 1 week into this. That is part of the rules. If you mess up any of those 6 tasks, you have to start back over from day 1. So since I was unaware that the workouts had to be at least 3 hours apart, I completely started over that next day. Once I found out that information, I completely started over from day 1 on Tuesday, I believe September 7th, whatever the day after Labor Day was. Yes, Tuesday, September 7th, I completely started over. I didn't have like a cheat day between. I literally learned that information Monday night while on a walk listening to the podcast, and I was like, oh crap. So that next day, I basically started over at day 1, same rules, stuck to my same diet, and I am now starting week 4 today. I have done both my workouts, which you guys saw. Today was hamstrings and glutes, and then I did an interval run, which we will chat about later on in this video. I have drank 32 ounces short of a gallon so far, but there is plenty of time left in the day. My diet is to not eat after dinner, which is so hard for me because I love snacking and just like dessert in general. Obviously, haven't had any alcohol or cheat meals today. I still have to read my 10 pages of my book, and books are something we are gonna chat about too. And I did take my progress photo this morning. I take it every single morning about like 4:30 a.m. before I go to work, so I am looking super sleepy in all of those photos. I thought that that would definitely be the hardest part for me, but it is far from it. But yes, I did have to start over 1 week in the 75 hard. Next, I wanted to chat about like the easiest part for me versus the hardest part for me. Easiest would definitely be the water intake. Like you guys know, I'm constantly drinking water, especially when I'm working at my computer, and I'm just very like physical and active just throughout my life. So I tend to be super thirsty, and like I get dehydrated very easily because I sweat so much. So water intake would definitely be easiest. I drink way over a gallon, pretty much like a gallon and a half every single day at like the least. And hardest part is probably the diet that I chose. That is to not eat after dinner. I'm someone who is so used to eating dessert, and I know a lot of people don't eat after dinner, like dinner is their last meal, they brush their teeth, go to bed. That was never me. Like I have always been a dessert girl, like every single day of my life. It doesn't have to be like technically a dessert like ice cream, but like I'll have grapes or like some type of fruit or cereal or like granola and yogurt. I always had something like that after dinner. So being done after dinner and just like brushing my teeth and being done eating for the day, that is a big change in my like diet. So that is probably the hardest part. It's for sure, 100% a mentally tough diet choice on my part, which is the point of the program. It is supposed to be a mentally tough program. It's supposed to be hard, challenging, inconvenient, and annoying. So that's definitely the hardest part. Easiest is water, hardest is the diet that I chose, but we're getting through it. Okay, now into how my body physically feels. You guys know I did gymnastics my entire life. I did it all throughout college, so until I was 22 years old, I did gymnastics. All my joints, all my bones, like everything has just had so much stress on it my entire life that I'm like prone to overuse injuries, and I had so many stress fractures and just like strange injuries, strange broken bones. I had wrist surgery, I broke my knee, I broke my ankles multiple times. Like my body has just dealt with all the stress. So that is the main reason I was hesitant to do 75 hard, just because of all the physical activity and stress it places on your body. But this program is completely scalable. But I'm also someone who is like a super overachiever, so I try not to scale it back to the amount I probably should to take better care of my body. But anyway, in terms of my outdoor workouts, typically it is either some form of cardio, like a jog or run, walk interval thing, or I do like a steady state 45-minute jog. Or if I choose to walk that day, if my joints are just really not feeling it, then I'll do like a 5-mile walk. I don't like counting my outdoor walks if they're like 3 miles, 4 miles even, because you guys know I walk anyway. So I feel like I'm cheating if I count that walk towards my outdoor workout, my 45-minute outdoor workout. I actually did an interval run both yesterday and today, same exact interval run. I did 15 rounds of 1 minute walking, 2 minutes running, and that equals 45 minutes. I just did it right outside. Yesterday, I was feeling absolutely great. I got basically 5 miles exactly in that amount of time, which I was like impressed. Like I was booking it during the 2-minute runs. And today I trained legs. Yesterday I had chest and triceps, so my legs were feeling fresh. Today I had hamstrings and glutes, and I was like, what the heck, let's try the same interval run, see how it goes. My legs felt like bricks. I got like 4.1 miles total in the 45 minutes, and yesterday I got 5. So today I was not feeling too hot. Some days I am really feeling the stress on my body of 75 hard, and other days I feel like completely fresh and rejuvenated. It changes day to day. Overall, I am doing well. I'm used to working out a lot just from college gymnastics. We had a 3-hour practice every single day and then an hour of conditioning every day. I walked miles around campus because I was very stubborn and refused to pay to park my entire 4 years of college. So if you want to get your steps in, and if you are stubborn like me, I challenge you to go 4 years of college without paying to park once, because I did that and that's one of my proudest accomplishments. Anyway, that was completely sidetracked, but that is the update on how my body is physically feeling. 3 weeks in, started week 4 today. Last thing, the books. So you guys know the first book I read was Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. Wasn't the most like informative book I thought it was gonna be. It was more so just about like living your life to the fullest, which I am all for. That is totally my vibe. I just thought it was gonna be more like informative. I did learn a lot about his life, so that was actually really cool. Completely different than what I expected his life to be like. So if you're a Matthew McConaughey fan, highly recommend reading that or just like educating yourself about his life, because it is very interesting. And then I told you guys that after I was done with Green Lights, I was gonna read the 4-Hour Work Week. I am not someone who stops something once I say I'm gonna do it. Like, I started 75 Hard. I am not gonna be done with 75 Hard until I successfully complete 75 days in a row of this mental toughness program. I'm not a quitter. But when it comes to this book, I was a few days into it and I was like, you know what, this book really isn't for me. It is made for someone who has a 9-to-5. I don't have a 9-to-5. My days are all over the place. I'm always working with clients, working on FaceTime, working at F45. Like, I don't have an average 9-to-5 job. If you do, this book is probably great for you. It talks about outsourcing your work. It talks about speaking to your boss, about working from home every single day and how to get out of meetings. I just really wasn't vibing with it, but I was like, you know what, Julia, you started it. Maybe there's some helpful information in this book, just finish it. And then I got to like page 60, 70, somewhere around there. He was literally talking about, the author of the book was literally talking about different ways people waste time. It said something along the lines of like, don't be afraid to quit something that is no longer like serving you or that you're not gaining anything from, except for this book. Like, it literally said that. And I was like, this is a sign. This book is not for me. I am not getting anything out of this. And he just said to quit or stop doing stuff that doesn't serve you and doesn't help you in the long run. And I was like, this book just isn't for me. I don't have a 9-to-5. I feel like this is very dated information, and I feel like a lot of the information was super redundant and stuff I had already either known about or stuff that like isn't even a problem in the workplace anymore. So needless to say, I quit that book, and I'm actually reading Nick Bare's 25 Hours a Day book again. I absolutely love that book. I read it last winter, and so I just picked that up that same day, read 10 pages of that. I'm gonna finish it. It's a super quick read for me. I love it. I typically read more than 10 pages at a time. And then I am gonna start looking on Amazon for some more books. So if you do have any nonfiction, either like entrepreneurial, business, any type of interesting book that I can learn from that you recommend, maybe you read and you loved it, please comment down below, because I need some good book recommendations. 4-Hour Work Week was just not for me. So yes, that is the update on the book situation. All right guys, I'm gonna wrap up this update here. I don't ever want these to be too long or boring. I wanna keep them quick and try and update you guys every few weeks or so. In terms of my physique, I really don't think it has changed that much. I think I've stayed pretty consistent throughout all of my progress photos. I will probably include them at the end of 75 Hard, just because I'm sure a lot of you are curious. But that is gonna be it for this update. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you all next time. Bye.